Welcome back to Get Better at Blues Rhythm Guitar. I remembered it the first time, yay! This is lesson 12 now. I have to check my little note there. So far, we've looked at all sorts of different things now. We've got into the kind of more advanced stuff. In the last lesson, we looked at the first example with a moving bass line. And we are going to look at another example now. Kapow! Example 12 is another moving bass line, but this time we're looking at a more advanced kind of top string technique. We're still looking at the open strings, but this kind of sound is basically you're trying to emulate a piano player. So where the piano player can just kind of hit the top notes with their right hand and play a bass line with their left hand, we're going to try and do the same thing. Our bass line is with our thumb on the low strings and our kind of top notes on our top strings. So it's like this. The good news is the first three bars are the same. So they're repeated and they go like this. So it's quite a cool technique. I like it. I like playing stuff like this. Let's look at the bass line first. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to look at the top, the fingers first, then the bass line, then we're going to put them together. So the top notes, I'm going to do them with my first two fingers here. If you have a different way of doing them, you can work that out for yourself in this instance. I use my top two fingers. And what we're after, you can see along the top here, you've got some accent marks. Those little arrows above some of the notes are the accents. So it's like this. If our beat's going 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's the kind of rhythm we're going for here. So again, I would practice that in isolation, but it's getting that kind of da 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 da, slightly kind of Latinish, almost like a kind of clave rhythm. And that's the constant. So then, once you're used to doing that, and I'm moving these two fingers as if they're one like kind of weird claw, basically. Practice it slowly, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will come da 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 da. You'll hear that rhythm a lot. Let's look at the bass line. Like I said, in the first three bars, the bass line is the same, and it goes like this. So that's the first bass line. As in the previous lesson, my first finger is going to sit at the second fret of the A string and the D string on this. So that's kind of basically where I am. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's how that rhythm works. Let's try slowly putting the two together, okay? So this is the bass line and the top line. So it's not like there's any kind of weird syncopations or anything in here. Whenever you're hitting a bass note, you're also hitting the top notes. So it's all together. That's the first three bars. all right? It is tricky, but it's a good technique to get down. It'll work your fingers if you're not used to doing that kind of repetitive kind of eighth note thing. Quavers. Let's look at the last bar, because it just changes a little bit. So it's to give a kind of almost not a turnaround, but a little variation at the end of the sequence. So it goes like this. The last bar on its own, that's at the 5th fret. And you know, it's not that tricky if you can do the rest of it, to be honest. So the whole thing together like this. And you can then add in your own variations. Like for the bass line, you can do anything you want really within the E kind of scale. That's kind of major pentatonic-y, that one. You could go minor pentatonic. If you don't know what either of those things are, you could just experiment. So I go... So there, I was just playing around those notes in the bottom, kind of the bottom bit of that kind of E minor pentatonic, but with that very, you know, kind of repetitive, kind of almost drone-like top end. So there we go. That is another blues rhythm guitar idea. Brought to you by yours truly. Let me know how you get on. Tabs and everything are available for download. There's a link below. All the previous lessons are below. Let me know how you get on with this. I'd love to know, you know, how you're finding it all. And I will see you next time.